And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence among.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Clayton Kershaw. What do we have on him?
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Kershaw deals. And that one wrapped foul. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1. Kershaw fires to the right side, boots it, still fires to first, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him up. Hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Now fly ball to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Dick Allen.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they could just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Kershaw, a 6'4" lefty, 36 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Dick Allen in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Kershaw checks on the runner, and he dives back in safely. And that's disengagement number 2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And ball 1. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
That is good. The designated hitter was Rooker.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Rooker with a homer in his last game. Fastball is outside. Ruiz at second with 2 down. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
In the air, right field, Ohtani. He's got it, and that'll do it. The A's strand 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. And we're back. And on the hill, the lefty, J.P. Sears. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is going to go. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. So good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And stepping in is the speedy Jackie Robinson. 2 for 6 so far in the series. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here's 0-1. Foul ball there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Next is the Dodger DH, Babe Ruth, the National League leader in runs batted in this year. First pitch just misses.
The Babe is one of those guys with a larger-than-life personality, Boog, and that's something you see from him on and off the field. He's certainly one of the most recognizable figures in the history of sports.
Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And it's caught for the out. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Tommy Edman up next for the Dodgers. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Tommy.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that one fouled off. Edman with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boo. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Sears checks over to first, and he's back. Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive and makes the grab. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Next offering is down low.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down. Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
J.J. Bleday, batting with one down, takes a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides, and with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently. Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Digging in, Zach Geloff. And that is out of play. 2 out, space is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ohtani. He's got it. And that is out number 3. After an inning and a half, It's 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Out to center. Ruiz makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Ground ball right side. Under Urshela. And Freeman is retired.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Mookie.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Mookie now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering is fouled back. The shortstop takes the ball. Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. And Mookie takes. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Two outs. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Kershaw back to work. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Hit in the air left field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 9, the left fielder, number 22.
Here's Miguel Andujar.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Fouled off. He was late. Kershaw winds and deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
1 out, bases empty. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Smith collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Back to the top of the lineup, And now the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Just missed. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. Set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Pitch misses. Ball 1. On the ground. And that's just foul. On the ground to short. On to Urshela. And they get the out on Smith.
Now batting the right field.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Third baseman, Jackie.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Jackie Robinson. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And he takes a strike. Out towards right center field. Touches down, that's a hit. Throws to second, and he's out.
Got him, that's
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Coors Field, here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. This one popped up. And it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Here's the third baseman, Dick Allen. 0 for 1 so far. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Wilson on at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. 1-1. And there's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 on the way. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Flied to right his first time. Rooker, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Judge hauls it in, 2 away. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Struck out swinging his first time. And takes low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0. That's in. Ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
First and second, 2 outs. This is J.J. Bleday. He's 0 for 1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Here comes a pitch. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That one felt good. Home run number 5 on the season, and they lead it.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
So 2 down. And now Zach Geloff. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. That ends the frame. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's too low. 1-0. That one fouled off. And a 1-1. And it's fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And Judge spoils that one. The 0-1. And ball 1 to Judge.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-1 on Judge. Fastball is outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. It's through for a hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
Nice at-bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Tommy Edman at the plate. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Little chopper rolls foul. Judge, the base runner at first with 1 out. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And here is Seiya Suzuki.
1-0.
Ripped to short. On to first. And that is the inning. 1 left for LA. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Just missed. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 22. Miguel.
So digging in, Miguel Andujar. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Kershaw checks on the runner. On Duhar, back in standing. Stepping in, Yuri Ruiz. First pitch, not close.
Yep, that ball went out.
Man at first, one away.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
Strike him out.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Here's a 2-2. And that one is inside.
Finish him.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Strike him out.
Hammered, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen.
Now pitching.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Luis Garcia.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Right down to shoot, and that is strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Next offering misses down and away.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Fouled off down the right side.
Strike him out.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's the bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Next up for the A's, Dick Allen. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
0-1.
The A's looking to add another. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And now it's going to be Brent Rooker. And fouled off. Bases loaded, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that's down and away. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Out to short, Betts. They take the first out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Excellent. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Fastball is outside. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings through that one for strike 1. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Right side, hard hit. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Smith takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The A's up by 2, last half of inning number 5. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. His second homer of this series. It's 3-2.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Inside, just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on. And that one lifted in the air center field. Ruiz settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's 3-2 A's. You're dialed into the show. All set for the top of the 6th. And now here's the A's catcher. Garcia back to work. Just missed.
You know, these A's, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Now 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball 2.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And the sweeper misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Betts at second for 1. On to Freddie. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Zach Geloff digs in now.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things and makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
A's leading by a run. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the A's, the first baseman,
Gio Urshela to the plate. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Two outs and one in scoring position. Just missed. And it is 2-1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Punch him out.
The throw to first, and that'll do it. The A's strand one, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here in Denver, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Jackie Robinson. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The A's bullpen has some movement. Jose Leclerc, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. May also getting ready. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Late swing fouled off. Next pitch misses way outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. J.P. Sears. T.J. McFarland comes on now. 25th appearance of the year for him. Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This guy with light tower power. And that misses. And that is ball one. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's 2 for 2. And that one fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
The 1-2. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Judge waits. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting, the second base.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
In the air, left field. Andujar on the move. And that ends the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
The left fielder, Miguel Andujar. Now pitching for
Shintaro Fujinami will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That misses, and that's ball one. Fujinami, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
On the ground, right side. Over to first.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
now batting the center fielder, Esteury Ruiz.
And the batter now, Esteury Ruiz. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Hit in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jacob.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That's out to center field. Brings it in, and that is that.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Jose Leclerc.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Suzuki in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And that one a little below the knees. And now 3-0. Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offered in there for a strike. And now 3-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Hit hard on the ground is short. Under shot, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Brings it in. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, not shortstop, Mookie.
Now it's Mookie Betts. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Max Muncy.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And there's the strike. Fought off foul. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Good job to fight that one off. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Stays alive. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2. In the air out towards right center. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Now into the game, Hae-Sung Kim. He's in at shortstop.
Number 6.
Well, one-run game. Dick Allen now at the plate. He's been a great free agent sign. And there's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's too high.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Sit him down.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And a base hit right there.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now here is Shea Langoliers. Fastball is outside. And that is out of play. The 1-1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. ground ball left side, and it stays fair. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now one out.
Back-to-back singles. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
First and second, one. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen, Yuki Matsui.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
That's in there. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Way out front for strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Ohtani gets it back in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Zach Geloff will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. That catches the corner.
0-1's the count.
Langoliers on third. Bleday at second with 1 away. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Well done behind the dish.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Now here's Gio Urshela. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he chases a high fastball there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
2-2.
Popped up. Freeman. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dustin May.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Smith in the box again, takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swings through that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Mason Miller. And that just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Shohei.
And now the right fielder, Shohei Ohtani. He's a guy who does it all. First offering, foul tipped, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here. And the 0-1. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Kind of an interesting pitch selection there with the defense shifted to the pull side. Pitches on the outside corner, and that made it pretty easy for him just to punch it the other way. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
One out, runner at second. At the plate, Jackie Robinson. There's a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tying run at the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
May delivers. Got him. Foul tip. Strike 3.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Babe Ruth getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off. He was late. The tying run at the plate.
1 ball,
up and in.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here's Ohtani flying around third. The tag, and he's in there. It's 4-3.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Two outs, runner on first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. That one outside, and it's 1-0.
first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Taylor off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And he takes one right on the black. And it's 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Throw safe. So the tying run at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Dustin May done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Tyler Ferguson taking over on the mound.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Edman in the box now. Takes strike 1.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Left field. And that is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, and we are tied 4-4. And we're back. Leading off, Miguel Andujar. Matsui back to work. And that's outside. 1-0. That's down and in. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. There's the strike up high, and the count is even 2-2. Tied at 4. Line drive, base hit. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So they turn to their closer, Cy Young.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Puts a bunt down, and that's a foul ball. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Bunting, and he pops it up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop,
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Late swing, fouled off. Four in the ninth. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, could be two. There's one. Out. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here at Coors Field, all set for the bottom of the ninth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Seiya Suzuki. And that one fouled off. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Rips that one to right. Puts it away for the out.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And it's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone. Hesung Kim digs in now. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. There's a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Well, pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer. Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Trying to send this to extra innings. And ball 1.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over. So get a little momentum as you turn it over.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Two outs. Runner on the go. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging for the K. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. 1 left for LA. Still all square at 4 apiece. Back here in Denver, now the 3rd baseman, Dick Allen.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Step off, and looks the runner back to 3rd now.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That's outside. Ball 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Next offering is in for a strike. Tied at 4.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Up next for the A's, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
A little bit low.
That's a ball.
And that one a little bit high.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And a count 2-1. Fought off foul. Two on, 1 out. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. With the go-ahead run at 3rd here in extra innings. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
J.J. Bleday now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one missing inside. Wilson at third. Rooker at first. 2 out of the inning. That's off the inside corner. And the count is 2-0. 2 on, 2 outs. Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Two outs. Swing and a chopper. Throw on to Freeman. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. A's strand a couple. This game's all tied at 4. Back here at extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Michel Otonez. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. And delivers outside. Jackie Robinson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Third baseman, Jackie Robinson.
First and second, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackie Robinson.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
There's a strike.
Well, they're willing to give up and out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
That one at triple digits.
Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
Winning run stands at second. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Around third. Across is the winning run, and the Dodgers.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.